Meet Daniel, a man caught between his dreams, his fears, and the responsibilities he tries so hard to avoid. Daniel is 36 years old, creative, brilliant, and always the center of attention. He's the type who makes everyone laugh at parties, who has 1,000 ideas and projects, but none brought to fruition. At first glance, he appears to be an extroverted and spontaneous man. However, those who know him better realize that Daniel lives a suspended life, constantly seeking stimuli but allergic to any form of responsibility. He frequently changes jobs, avoids committing to stable relationships, and shuns any form of planning. Often he jokes about himself. "Daniel, me? I stopped growing at 16 and I'm perfectly fine this way." But behind the jest lies a world of emotional fragility, fear of judgment, and difficulty tolerating frustration. During our initial sessions, a recurring trait emerges. Daniel has a distorted view of adulthood, perceiving it as synonymous with rigidity, boredom, pain, and overwhelming responsibilities. Delving into his history, we uncover the roots of this developmental block. Daniel was raised by an overprotective mother who shielded him from every mistake and an emotionally absent father. Every fall was prevented, every effort was substituted, every disappointment was softened. Thus, Daniel learned that being small was the only way to feel loved and protected. He never fully developed autonomy, tolerance for frustration, or trust in his own resources. Over time, this infantile model became chronic. Daniel remained stuck in a developmental phase where the need for dependence outweighed the desire for autonomy. This phenomenon is precisely defined in psychology as psychological or regressive infantilism. It's not a disease but an arrest in the emotional growth process, where the individual continues to employ childlike modes to navigate adult life, avoids confrontation and conflict, seeks constant approval, delays important decisions, struggles to tolerate limits and frustrations. Throughout the therapeutic journey, Daniel embarks on a gradual process of re-elaboration. The goal isn't to correct him or make him grow quickly, but to help him integrate his infantile parts into an adult personality capable of making choices, bearing the weight of imperfection, and living more authentically. I recall a phrase that marks a turning point in our work. "Daniel, I thought growing up meant losing myself. Now I'm discovering I can become an adult without stopping dreaming." Psychological infantilism isn't a lack of intelligence or weakness. It's often the result of excessive, conditional, or absent affection. When the child within us has never felt it could be loved even in its autonomy, it will do everything to remain small. But the good news is that change is possible. With time, awareness, and empathetic guidance, even those afraid of growing up can learn to walk alone.